What's going on today, YouTubes? We got another NFL video. This one's probably going to be the shortest one on the entire playlist because I don't think the Texans are going to be very good. I'm not going to talk about much of their roster. I don't know a lot of the players on their roster, especially with losing Justin Reed. Um, you have Davis Mills, who looked good last year as a rookie. Obviously had his ups and downs, but had a couple good games. You got Brandon Cooks, who I think is a really good wide receiver, probably top 20 at this point in his career. Still super good. Still super good. I still have no idea why Brandon Cooks got forced out of, well, not forced, but traded out of New Orleans and then traded out of New England and then traded out of Los Angeles. It doesn't make any sense, but it is what it is. I still think he's a super underrated wide receiver. And then you have Derek Stingley, who I think is going to have probably a good, strong case at Defensive Rookie of the Year. I think Derek Stingley is outstanding. And then that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Jonathan Grenard comes to mind, but he's playing on the Texans, unfortunately. Laremy Tunsil is a bright spot on the offensive line, but other than that, I don't really know much about this team. I mean, they're bad. They're bad. I mean, you have a lot of picks and stuff for the future with the Deshaun Watson trade, but without Deshaun Watson, DeAndre Hopkins, J.J. Watt, this team doesn't have a lot of talent. Going into their record, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. Um, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight losses. So all the way through week 9, including their bye, all losses, and it's just because the rosters are better. I mean, there's games in here that the Texans can win, like they could beat the Jags here, but I have the Jags sweeping them, so we'll change that. We'll change that. We won't let them get swept by the Jags. So the Jags video changes, but I already recorded that one. If you saw the one earlier today, go check that out if you haven't. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's a tough schedule as well. You have the Broncos. I'll give them a win against the Bears as well. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'll change it back. We'll do the Bears. But I mean, you got a tough schedule. You got the Broncos, Chargers, Raiders, Titans, Dolphins, Browns, and this is post Deshaun Watson trade. This will actually be the first game Deshaun Watson plays in a Browns uniform. Cowboys, Chiefs. Yeah, that's such a tough schedule. Oh my gosh. I just we'll go. I'll go through it. So lost week 1 to the Indianapolis Colts. The roster is just better. The quarterback's better. The coaching is going to be better. Week 2, the roster is so much better. Quarterback is so much better. Week 3 is a toss up. Like I said, I was going to change it, but then I'll leave it as a Browns or a Bears win right now. The Bears are almost in the same spot, a really talentless roster if you look at it as a whole. I mean, obviously the Bears still have Eddie Jackson. Justin Fields looks not promising. I don't like Justin Fields, but you can make the case of Justin Fields could be good. Darnell Mooney, David Montgomery, Roquan Smith wants out of town, so take that with what you will. Jalen Johnson. Week 4, losing to the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm not even going to explain that one. Week 5, losing to the Jags, splitting with them. Most of the time, they do split. So with Trevor Lawrence and that offense, hopefully taking a step forward, I believe the Jags will win this one. Week 6 bye. Week 7, losing to the Oakland Raiders. Just a better team, better quarterback position. The Raiders made a lot of moves this offseason to become better, but also they still have that risky offensive line. Week 8, losing to the Tennessee Titans. Hopefully Derrick Henry comes back. I love Derrick Henry. He's just a buffalo in that backfield. Week 9, losing to the Philadelphia Eagles. Just a better team and a better roster. Obviously, these teams that they're losing to that I have them losing to in this simulation could have a bad day and the Texans can win. The Texans roster is so bad. I mean, to the NFL standards. Like obviously I can't go to the Texans and be like, "Hey, I'll play all the positions for you and be better than everyone you have." I'm talking by NFL standards. In week 10, I have them beating the New York Giants. That's how bad I think Danny Dimes will be. At this point, Danny Dimes could probably not even be starting. Week 11, losing to the Washington Commanders. That defense is hopefully is going to be back to top health and performance with Chase Young, Deron Payne, Jamin Davis, Kendall Fuller on the outside. Week 12, losing to the Miami Dolphins. There's just too much talent on that team to lose this game. On the Dolphins' schedule, I do believe there could be more losses uh, just because of Tua Tagovailoa. And Week 13, losing to the Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson's revenge game, literally his first game of the season, is against the Texans. That's just an NFL publicity stunt, I believe. Week 14, because the thing with Deshaun Watson is you either had to give him no suspension because he was innocent, or you had to ban him from the league. So the 6 games and then the 11 games, it's just such a muddy situation that the NFL has so hardly, or not hardly, so badly handled at this point that you just want it over with. You just want it over with if you're the NFL. And then Week 14, I said, and then Week 14, losing to the Dallas Cowboys. Like I said in previous videos, this is a point where your seeding starts, or wins and losses start playing a role in your seeding super tightly. Week 15, losing to the Kansas City Chiefs. Just a better roster and a better quarterback position. Week 16, beating the Tennessee Titans. This could be a trap game for the Titans, I believe, if they are in the if they're in it to go, do things for the playoffs and stuff like that, division title. Week 17, beating the Jacksonville Jaguars, splitting with them, and then Week 18, getting swept by the Indianapolis Colts. I believe this one will play big roles in the seeding of the AFC. Well, just the bottom, this the 3 and 4 seed, I guess you could say. But yeah, that's gonna be it. 3-14 total record. Number 16, seed 16th seed in the AFC, which is bottom tier, which is literally the bottom tier, bottom team. I don't know why I said tier there, but not the worst record in the NFL. The worst record in the NFL, you have to wait and see who that is. In my opinion, just not a good team, not a good year, bad schedule, just means a lot of losses. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button down below. If you want to see more, comment down below and tell me that. And then hit the subscribe button to help the channel grow to places it has yet to grow. Peace.